Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of My Last Brain Cell. I hope you've had a good week so far, y'all. And hey, I know y'all see the robe. I know you see it. Had to treat myself, you know what I mean, to a little something, something for my birthday. And I gotta say, Rihanna, she did her damn thing when she came out with that Savage Fenty line, man. Like, she snapped. So this is like, I got, what do I have from her? I have a couple of robes. This is my second robe from her. And I have um some like drawers, right? But like this is like the first like thing that I got from her that's like more formal. Like the other things are more for sexy time. But this is like something I could wear kind of wherever, and it's super warm, it's super comfortable, it's really soft. Yeah, I really dig this thing. But anyway. Question of the day, right? As winter has approached officially and finally, I find myself putting on winter hats to protect wow, I got stuck in a loop there, to protect the dome piece. You feel me? I find myself, going through my winter hats, and as I'm going through my hats, I'm finding hats that I know I would not be able to find anywhere else. And it got me thinking, what makes something dead stock? And I don't know if that's a term that's like ubiquitously known. Like, I don't know if that's just a term that the black community uses, but for my people out there who use that term, what makes something dead stock? When I looked up the Google definition, and I don't remember it verbatim, I'll put it in this video, but essentially it was just like a product that warehouses are not producing anymore. Something like that. I don't even really remember, but I saw that and I was like, that doesn't sound like how people were using that word when I was growing up as a kid. Like, from what I remember, dead stock meant that no matter what you do, no matter where you go, you will never be able to find this particular piece of clothing, right? Whether it was shoes, shirts, jeans, whatever, this piece of clothing is now dead stock, meaning the stock no longer exists. Am I right to assume that? Is that also how you understand that word to mean? And I ask because, like I said, I'm going through some of my hats, and I have hats that I think technically would count as dead stock. Like, there's a hat from a guy who was making hats 14 years ago. I'm 90% sure that he don't make hats no more. So does that count as dead stock? Like, it's no longer available. If you have one, that's dope. If you don't, you can no longer get one, right? Like, I have pieces of clothes that were limited time and they're completely sold out. The manufacturer has no plans to make any more. Is that dead stock? I have a piece of clothing that's a 101 piece. Is that dead stock? What counts as dead stock? The people want to know. And by the people, I mean me. I would love to understand how you all understand what dead stock means. Yeah, so that's my question of the day. And also, is that just a term that black people use? Like, do white people or other cultures not use that? Is that just like a street term? Or is that, did we take that word and apply it in a street way? Or is that a term that everyone understands is synonymous with clothing? Let me know. Two-parter today. I feel like I do a lot of two-parters. But anyway, let's move on. Man, as we get further on to Boba Fett, the things become more complex. Let's move on to, oh yeah, the pick your poison. It really is my last brain cell when I'm doing these things at the same time. You already know what it is. I'm gonna sell all these cards, and there's still a lot of cards in here, but again, compared to what I had, this is half or at least a little less than half. Yeah, I definitely have gone through at least 50% of, I'm gonna take this one, of this deck, and it's crazy. I don't know where else to pick from, but we're just gonna, how do I, All right, let's see what the cards are saying today. Take 6 untrained dogs with you everywhere you go. Take a punch from Mike Tyson in the prime of his boxing career. Scrape gum off the street and chew it. The last one is so disgusting, but I need to still keep it in play. And I know it sounds like I should have gotten rid of it almost instantly, but I need you all to understand something, because I watched those Mike Tyson videos when he was training for the Jake Paul fight. That man looked beyond dangerous. I don't know what happened in the actual fight. I don't know why I didn't translate. But he looked like a force of nature. I don't want any problems with prime Mike Tyson. I don't want problems with Mike Tyson now. And I definitely don't want problems with Mike Tyson then. That is like signing my own death certificate. Take a punch from Mike Tyson in the prime of his boxing career. Champion Mike? I think the fuck not. Yeah, that can't happen, right? And with that being said, taking 6 untrained dogs with me everywhere I go also sounds like things that nightmares are made of. I don't know in what capacity untrained means, right? Like, I don't know if it means that they don't understand sit, stay, things like that, or if untrained mean they're just free souls, rambunctious wild dogs who are just doing whatever the fuck they want to do, and they're pulling me in this direction and that direction, and they're barking and trying to bite at me. I don't know what that looks like, but everywhere I go, these 6 badass baby kids ass dogs is following me around. As a black man, I really don't want to draw that kind of attention towards myself, because I feel like people are going to think I probably abuse these dogs, and I don't need that on my soul, on my conscience, attached to my person at all. So I kind of want to stay away from that. So I say all that to say, although I probably should have got rid of it first, scraping gum off the ground and then chewing it, of all of them, doesn't sound like the worst I did. Now hear me out. I know it sounds insane, and it really is. Scrape gum off the street and chew it. The thing is, though, it doesn't say scrape multiple pieces of gum off the street. It doesn't say how big the piece of gum has to be. It doesn't say you have to chew it for X amount of time. You just have to pick up a piece of gum off the street and chew it. And last I checked, this is a chew. That's good. I'm spitting it back out. Now, it's disgusting because you know what that means. Well, you don't know where that gum came from, but you can kind of assume where that gum came from. And it's not a pretty picture. But with that said, if you want to go take a punch from Mike Tyson in the prime of his boxing career, you can be my guest. If you want to take 6, and I don't know what kind of dogs they're gonna be, so I guess let's look at that again. If it's 6 untrained Chihuahuas, I probably wouldn't have a problem. Like, I probably would be fine. I could probably handle with not much difficulty 6 untrained Chihuahuas. But if these are like pits or whatever, I don't think that would be fun to deal with in public. Which is why I initially said, nah, I don't want any problems. I don't want the smoke. Damn, y'all. I don't know. I genuinely feel like, though, of all of them, because everywhere I go, I don't know if that means in a day. That feels like in a lifetime. Like, take these 6 dogs wherever I go every time. That means to work, to the supermarket. I'm not dealing with it. I'm just not. And again, taking that punch from old Mikey T, there's just no way. So I think what I'll do is I'll go hit a bar one day, and I'll treat it like it was like the ultimate double dog dare, triple dog dare, wherever. Like, and I was like, I'm just gonna go get real lit. Then go find the smallest piece of gum I can find. Scrape that thing up. Chew it for literally zero point 0.3 seconds. And then spit it back out. And then move on with my life. Yeah. Let me know what you guys are doing. If you're going to brave the punch from Mike Tyson, I want to understand your logic. So please leave in the comments why you think you're brave enough to take that punch. And I also want to know where you think you're going to get punched at. Because obviously, at least in my head, I don't want to get punched in the face. But at the same time, a liver shot also doesn't sound fun. Just saying. So let me know what you guys are picking. And while you figure that out and you're tipping and tapping away in the comments, let's go to, nice, the Wheel of Fun. A very small part of me thinks the moment I spin this wheel, this nigga gonna fall. But we gonna see. And let's get to spinning. Ooh, a little on this day factorial. Let's break out the handy dandy notebook then, shall we? All right. On this day in 2012, the music video for Gangnam Style, that one Korean song, became the first video on YouTube to get 1 billion views. And it remained the most viewed video from November 24th, 2012, all the way up until July 10th, 2017. It was the most viewed video for almost 5 years on YouTube. 5 years. Isn't that insane? And I feel like that song, I don't know why. I remember that song coming out so much earlier than 2012. 2012, I would have been 20 or turning 20. And I really feel like that song was very popular well before my, what would that have been? The start of my junior year of college. The song itself, though, it said it released July 15th of that year, of 2012. So it would have been popular during the summer prior. I don't know. In my head, though, I just remember that song coming out much sooner. But isn't that insane? For it to not only become the first video on YouTube to get 1 billion views, but to remain popular for 5 years. The most watched video for 5 years? Yeah, that's nuts to me, y'all. I don't know about you guys, but that is nuts to me. Okay, I got this piece. I got that piece. Where's this? Oh, I needed another piece. Honestly, though, that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, I won't see you until afterwards. So Merry Christmas. Oh, wait. Hold on. How could I forget? See, it's been so long that I forgot. So yeah, yo, today was the comeback of the Slice of Buffalo, and we hit up a spot called Macy's Place Pizzeria. Yo, I gotta say, man, this place is very popular on Instagram. Their social media person really does a great job of being modern and fun. And I really enjoy that. I knew I wanted to go try this place out when I saw some of the pizzas that they were coming up with and just the mad scientist concoctions. So as always, you know, I got a cheese pizza. I got a personal cheese pizza though, because I didn't know what to expect when it came to the pizza I was going to get, like they're one of their popular pies. And they have a lot of popular pies. I was really, really tempted to get the one of their dessert pies, but I held off. I'll save that for another time. But I got something called La La Land, which was a garlic butter based chicken fingers, mozzarella and burrata cheese, and then waffle fries. I got my chicken fingers honey barbecue because it was the simplest flavor amongst the myriad of flavors they had. And they were both pretty good pies. I do wish, though, that I got bigger pies for both. And I know that sounds strange. I just feel like for some reason, I kind of limited how effective the pies could actually be. And I know that sounds like a really silly thing to say, but I just feel like for some reason in my head, that if I got like a large La La Land, they would have been able to really take advantage of the girth and width that this pie would have needed, which I guess those words are synonymous with each other. Same with the cheese pizza. I feel they would have been able to take advantage of just the size of the pizza when it came to doling out the ingredients. So that's on me. I definitely would try Macy's Place again, and I would highly recommend anybody to try Macy's Place at least once. They have so many pizzas and just combinations that as as a big backian, as a fat boy himself, I've never seen or even would have thought of some of the crazy shit that they thought of. So for anyone who's out here, wanting to try out some pizzas. Oh, did I grab the wrong thing? No, I grabbed the right thing. For anyone who wants to, that's why, try out some pizzas, highly recommend Macy's Place. If you want the full video, make sure you go check out the YouTube. But yeah, man, like I was saying before, I hope you'll have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, all those things to all of you who celebrate. As a reminder, the next time I'm back, we'll have a couple episodes that'll be going on YouTube and TikTok. But after the new year, YouTube's will solely be on YouTube. Episodes will solely be on YouTube, and TikTok will become the place for clips. You heard it here first, but you heard it first elsewhere. Anyway, I'm just talking gibberish nonsense at this point. As always, y'all, thank you for tuning in and stopping by. This is King Echo, signing off.